Dang it. Okay, cool. So let me get started. Debussy, can you just give an option to share my screen? I'll just send you the request. Thank you.
Done.
Okay, so I hope you all know why we are here, right? We are here to learn one of the most trending hot topic in the market, that is agent force. Before I start to talk about that particular topic, does anyone know or anyone have any idea about it? Anything that you know about agent force? Obviously, we all are here to learn about it, but just wanted to check the pulse of the audience. Anyone here know about it? It's okay if even if it is right or wrong. I know Monday mornings it's very hard to, you know, get up and then to unmute yourself and speak. But if you're willing to do so, please. Okay, I see someone putting up it in the chat. Salesforce user support chatbot type. Correct. Okay, close to the correct one. Mahesh Babu. Anyone else? Okay, let me turn off my camera. It should not seem like I'm looking at you and asking you continuously. Okay, so it seems like everyone is in the same boat the way I was there 2 years back. Okay, and everyone is just getting started. So that's with that said, first you should know the instructor who is teaching you is eligible enough to train you on that particular topic or not, right? So you're going to learn Agent Force from me in next 30 days starting from today, right? So before I talk about Agent Force, I should talk about me. So right, so my name is Aman Tiwari, and I am in this Salesforce ecosystem from last 8 years, close to a decade, and I've been working on Agent Force right from the time it was in the very initial phase. Like if I tell you from when I'm working on Agent Force, I'm working on it from the time it was into the phase of Copilot. Okay, from that time I've been working into the Agent Force, and I'm also a Salesforce marketing champion, and I have trained more than 3,500 plus students in my 7 years span of training. And apart from this, I also write blogs. I also create YouTube channels, and I also lead community group in Mumbai. Okay, so that is about me, and I am a tech lead in a MNC. Okay. So that is about me. And today we are going to start with a very simple thing. Like we will start with introduction to AI and agent force. I hope you all know what are we going to cover throughout this. I mean, do you all know? Just give me a thumbs up if you know it, or thumbs down if you don't know it. Do you all know what are we going to cover throughout this training? What are the different topics? What are the different things that we are going to cover in this agent force training? Quick thumbs up if you know it. Thumbs down if you don't know it. Okay, I see one thumbs up. Others? There is a reaction button which you can use. Yes, I can see three, four, five thumbs up coming up. Okay, that means many people know about it, what we're going to cover in this training, right? So yes, I will be starting with basics right from the scratch. Okay, what is AI? And then we will understand from how this AI agent force got introduced in Salesforce. Then we are going to see the different types of agent, actions, topics, and everything in depth. Then we will see RAG, that is retrieval augmentation generation, which is a part of data cloud that we will see. After that, we will see what are the different types of agents that are available. After that, we will see what do we mean when we talk about model builders, when we talk about bring your own models. Okay, after that, we will see MCP. Now, you might have heard a lot about Salesforce is promoting like anything, headless 360, right? How this headless 360 came into picture. All that things we're going to see in depth. So we are going to we're going to start from scratch, and we are going to leave it, or we are going to end it at the advanced level. Okay. So with that said, what that comes to your mind when you hear the term AI? I will not talk about agent force. I will talk about AI. I give you 2 minutes to think about it. But before that, what are we going to cover today? So first we'll start with what is AI. Then we will see what are the different types of AI. Then we will see in this AI how that agent force is coming into picture. After that, we will see why we do need agents. Okay, obviously we can do so much on of automation. Then why we need agents? After that, we will see how the evolution of AI came into business. Then the five attributes of an agent, and last will be the building blocks of agent force. Okay, so this is the agenda that we are going to cover in today's session. Now, before I talk about the agenda, I ask you a very simple question. That is, what is AI? What is artificial intelligence? Any idea, anything that comes to your mind when you hear the term AI? Yes, no? Okay. You know what? When I heard this term AI for the very first time, this is what came into my mind. Now, if you see this diagram or if you see this drawing, what can you think when you see this drawing? Simple question. What are you able to see in this drawing or in this diagram? Let me call out the name. Kamran, Mahesh Babu, Gayatri, Veer, Karuna. Any idea what you're seeing? What is are you able to understand when you see this AI or this diagram? Yes, good. Please go ahead.
Brain,
Brain. Okay.
neurons, brain neurons, and all.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes. Correct. Anyone else? Evolution in all sectors. Okay. Great, Mahesh Babu. Cool. So you know what? When I was learning this AI for the very first time, I feel like whenever I learn anything new, I feel like connecting those things with anything that I'm seeing nearby to me or anything that I'm seeing in real world. Okay. So when I was learning AI, I was finding it hard to understand actually what is AI. Okay. When I say when I open Google or when I ask LLMs, or ChatGPT, it used to say it is an artificial intelligence and then a long definition, but it was very hard for me to connect. Okay. So what I did is I connected with my brain. So what does the brain does? So when you were born, what was the first thing that you did? When you were born, you made some movements and then your parents ask you to, say mama or say papa, and then you started listening to them, and then you made those sound. Then you started crawling. Slowly, you saw the surroundings. Okay, you adapted yourself to that surrounding. Then you started walking. Then you started picking up things, and now you are at a stage where you are running, walking, going to office, working on the laptop. Everything that you are doing is based on two things. What first thing is, what are the external factors that making you do that? Second thing is, what are the different types of data that you are trained on? Correct me if I'm wrong, right? The data and the surroundings that you're seeing around is based on what you have evolved yourself, right? In the same way, it is called as, so this particular thing is called as human intelligence. Now, any machine or any system that works very much similar to what humans can do, okay, which is not natural, is called as artificial intelligence. Right? Now, what does artificial intelligence do? Now, if you see AI is everywhere, this is all the different sectors that you are seeing. Okay, real estate, e-commerce, finance, anywhere, any sector you open up, there will be an AI. Now, what this AI is doing? This AI or artificial intelligence is working very much similar to what humans can do. Okay, and how it is working based on the different factors on which it is being trained. Number one, and number two, the different type of data that is being fed into it. Correct? So isn't it very much similar to what humans are doing? Right? So if human is doing based on these factors, they are called as human intelligence. But if machine is doing, or if any system is doing, then it is called as artificial intelligence. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy to understand. Quick thumbs up if you got it. Okay. So I will not take any bookish knowledge. I will take a real-time example and I'll explain it. Okay. So that is what artificial intelligence means according to me. Okay. Thank you, Gudu and Kamran. Appreciate your reactions. Now, we understood what is AI. That okay. Now let's understand what are the different types of AI. Okay. Now, if you open any LLM, any Google, any browser, you will get three different types of AI. One is called as predictive AI. Second is called as generative AI. And the third one is called as agentic AI. Okay. Now, before I talk about these different types of AI, first you should understand the levels and stages of AI, which you will not find even on your trailhead. Okay. Now, there are basically three levels of AI. Okay. What are those? I know I'm very good at drawing and you can see my drawing skills. So this is level one. Sorry. This is level one. This is level two and this is level three. Okay. Now in this, level one is artificial natural intelligence. Level two is artificial general intelligence. And level three is artificial super intelligence. Okay. Now you will be like, Aman, what is this? These are the different levels of AI model or artificial intelligence. Okay. Now, natural intelligence means what? Artificial natural intelligence is a part of AI which will work lesser to what humans are doing. Okay. Like it will be able to perform the task which is lesser than what humans can do. Artificial general intelligence will be able to perform the task 90% close to what humans are doing in artificial general intelligence. And artificial super intelligence will exceed the part which humans are doing. Now you will be like, Aman, what does it mean? Right? So I will go little bit ahead and I will show you what I mean. So these three levels has basically five stages. Okay. Stage one will be your LLMs. Stage two will be your agents. Stage three will be your multi-agents. Stage four will be your artificial super intelligence. Okay. And stage five will be TBD, which I don't want to talk with now. We will see it in the advanced part. So LLMs means what? Stage one. What is LLMs? LLMs are nothing but your Gemini, Claude, your favorite, ChatGPT. What it does? What all they do? You put some inputs. Okay. What those inputs are called, I will not say that. You give something in the text format and then it will generate the response. That's what it does. Gemini, Claude, and ChatGPT. Right? Then it gets evolved and then there are some agents. What does agents do? It will do actions on your behalf. For example, what you will say, hey, draft an email. So what it will do, it will understand the context. Okay. It will understand what are the different things that has been performed and then it will send an email on your behalf. You don't need to worry about that. Multi-agents. Now what does multi-agents will do? There will be multiple agents. Agent one will be responsible for doing research. Agent two will be responsible for drafting the financial things. Okay, let's suppose you are working on your finance of your company. Okay, finance of your company. So agent one will do the R&D research. Agent two will draw the financial report, and agent three will do the necessary stuff like it will go ahead and it will send an email. Okay, it will go ahead and clear the balance sheets. Okay, this whole thing. So multiple agents are coordinating with each other and doing the parts which humans were doing. Then will be artificial super intelligence. Okay, which is still in talk, which is still not, you know, now it's still not live or still not available. But this is what is expected to go beyond what these all things are doing, and it will exceed the human expectations. Okay. Now you will be like, then Aman, what it has to do with this particular diagram that you have shown you? So when I talk about this 5 stages, out of these 5 stages, 3 stages are where we have reached till here. Okay. We have already crossed artificial natural intelligence and we are in artificial general intelligence. Okay. Now you'll be like, Aman, we understood, okay, there are 3 levels and 5 stages, out of which you have shown us 4 stages. Then what about this particular diagram that you're showing us here? So in this 3 levels, okay, here is where you will find this 3 different types of AI. Now you'll be like, Aman, then where was this predictive AI? Predictive AI was in artificial natural intelligence. So if I tell you what is predictive AI, I will take a very basic example. How many of you have been using Netflix, or let's say not Netflix, let's say how many of you are being using Amazon Prime? Anyone here who use Netflix or Amazon Prime? Big thumbs up if you use it. Okay. I see one person giving a thumbs up. Others, you might be using any other OTT, right? Now, tell me one thing, based on your movies that you're watching or based on the shows that you're watching, have you ever observed Netflix will show you movies or shows, okay, based on the type of movies that you're, or based on the different types of things that you're seeing on Netflix, right? Based on your history, that's what it will show. That means what it is doing? Prediction based on what you are saying. Okay. That is what a predictive model does. Okay. So this is predictive AI. Now, if I say, if you will be like, Aman, this is a good example, but can you take any example which is in terms of Salesforce? Because we are learning Agentforce, which is again a part of Salesforce, right? Now, in this predictive AI, how many of you have seen opportunity scoring? Or there is a concept called lead scoring, Einstein opportunity scoring, Einstein lead scoring. Quick thumbs up. How many of you have heard about this term? Okay, again, I can see only Gudu. Others? You haven't heard about it? See, if you give me a reaction, it will be easy for me to understand, okay, you are able to connect with what I'm talking about. Enabled it in or. Okay, that's very good, Gudu. Okay, Kamran says, no, you have not seen it. Okay, so people, if you have heard about it, well and good. If you have not heard about it, I will take an example and I'll tell you. So Einstein opportunity scoring, sorry, Einstein opportunity scoring, okay, is what? So basically, based on the different type of opportunities that you have worked on, when I say you means your account executives have worked on, based on that, it will generate a score, okay, which will be from 1 to 99. Sometimes it might reach to 100 as well. Okay. Now, what does it mean? So whenever you will try to use this particular feature, it will say, hey, you know what? I need at least 400 opportunities, okay, in last 2 years. That means I need a data of 400 opportunities which have been utilized in last 2 years. Out of this 400, I want to see have data of 200 opportunities which was in closed last stage and 200 opportunities which were in closed won stage. Now, your I will not talk about LLMs. I'll say your AI, okay, your predictive model will get trained on this data. Okay. Now, what will happen is whenever you're working, once it gets trained on this data, whenever you have new opportunity, let's say the name of the opportunity is OPP1. Whenever you have this new opportunity, okay, it will analyze all those different factors. Like it will first see all the different fields, what all the activities that you have performed. Like you have sent an email or you have scheduled a meeting, okay, and other things, all the factors that are there on that opportunity record detail page. All those factors it will analyze, and then it will generate a score. Let's say the score is 75. It will generate the score, and then it will tell you the factors that is needed to win this opportunity. Now, how this score got generated? It's a prediction. It's not the accurate one. It is doing a prediction. So this prediction is done using this predictive model. Okay, that is called as predictive AI. So that means Salesforce already had this predictive AI. Okay, it was Einstein opportunity scoring or Einstein lead scoring. Same thing is there for Einstein lead scoring. Now, after this, there is a new concept that came up in the market from March 2023, September 2023, that is generative AI, which you all like very well, which is called as Chat GPT. Okay, Chat GPT stands for Chat Regenerated Transformers. Okay, now in this generative AI, what it does, it will generate text, it will generate audio, it will generate images, it will generate videos, right? It will generate images based on the text input that you are giving, right? So it will take the input. Now that input is called as prompt, and why it is called as prompt, that we will see in the next session, that is tomorrow's session. Okay, it will take that input and it is going to generate the response in the form of text, audio, video, and images, right? So that is your generative AI. But these two are not enough. Why? Humans, being humans, they were like, okay, it can does a prediction, it can generate responses in the form of text, images, videos, everything. Then why it cannot take an action for us, right? We want to just, humans are like, you know what? We want to have a button. I will click that button and everything should happen. That's the thought process of humans. Okay. And that gave birth to your agentic AI. Now, in this agentic AI, what will happen? The agents, there will be some agents who will take an action on your behalf, who will do the work on your behalf. Okay. Since I see most of the crowd is from India, I hope you all know in India there is something called as Tatkal booking, right? Tatkal ticket booking for Indian Railways, right? So now for that, we are so much busy that we do not get time to book our Tatkal tickets, right? So what we do? We say that, hey, I will, there is an agent who will take 500 rupees extra, okay, from the base fare of the ticket, but he will or she will do the work for us. Like they will go ahead and book that particular train ticket. Okay. So that is what an agent does. In the same way, these agents were born from AI as well. So those agents are called as AI agents. Okay. All clear? Any doubt till here? Quick thumbs up if you have everything clear. Okay. Thank you. I see you. Yes, lot of thumbs up are coming. Great. So now, since you understood these different types of AI, okay, I purposely didn't show you this diagram, which you will see on your trailhead as well, because this is very hard to understand. Okay, I took a very basic example and I showed you. So if I take up this diagram, which you will see on the trailhead as well, first it started with predictive, then it was co-pilots. Now what is co-pilot? It's nothing but generative AI. Then now we are in the third wave, which is agentic AI. Fourth wave will be robotics, and after that it will be artificial general intelligence. Okay, same thing I explained you using this diagram. Okay, now next. Now you understood what is AI. You understood what are the different levels of AI. You understood what are the different stages of AI. You understood what are the different types of AI. Now it's time to understand agent force. What is agent force? Agent force is nothing but it is an agentic AI. If I talk in terms of Salesforce, it is agent force is Salesforce enterprise platform that is being used to build, customize, and deploy agentic AI on this different business enterprise applications. That is what agent force is. Okay, make sense? Now, if you open any agent force on the Salesforce website, you will find this tagline: humans with agents drive customer success. Why this particular tagline is coming? The reason is very simple. Agent force agents will be built by humans. Okay, then it will be deployed on a third party system, and there also human intervention is needed. Okay, so why we need agents? Basically, we already had. So if you remember in the beginning, Mahesh Babu wrote that it's what when I asked him what is AgentForce agent, he said it's a Salesforce user support chatbot type. Now, if I ask you why we need these agents if we already had this chatbots. So it is basically this agents would act as a bridge between your LLMs and the business use case. Now, what is LLMs? So LLM stands for large language models. Okay, Gemini, Claude, or ChatGPT, okay, Cursor, anything that you open up, those are nothing but LLMs. Now, these LLMs work in a generic cause. Now your chat GPT will not know, okay, you're working on Salesforce. Fine. So I need to be curated in a Salesforce way. No, that particular LLM is being there for multiple type of tasks. It is not there only for a specific task, right? So now this agents that you are going to build, this agent force agent that you are going to build, okay, it will act as a bridge between your LLMs and the business use case. Okay. For example, I'll say that, hey, you know what? I need an agent who can go ahead and let's take a very basic example of what Salesforce is doing every day. Coral Cloud. So Coral Cloud Resort will have an agent which will go ahead and book the hotels. Then they will check whether there are any spa sessions available or not, and it will compare the flight tickets, hotel tickets, and then it will give you the best possible solution. Okay, so that is what a Core Cloud agent is doing. Okay, similarly, you will build an agent which will act as a bridge between your LLMs and business use case. Now it is well organized under functional areas, which is called as topics. Now topics has been renamed as sub agents. Okay, which we will see after some time. It orchestrates actions using LLM reasoning. What does it mean? So you know what? Inside the agent force, there is a concept called Atlas Reasoning Engine, which is also called as the brain of agent force agents. Okay. So all the actions that your agents are going to perform, okay, it will happen based on the Atlas Reasoning Engine. So that's what I've mentioned. It orchestrates action using the LLM reasoning. It is grounded in enterprise data. Now, what does grounding, data grounding means? So that we will see later, but it is grounded in enterprise data means it has been fine-tuned in such a way that it will work only on the enterprise data that you are going to provide. It is not going to work on the generic data which is available on the website or any other place. Okay. Next, it is trained using guardrails. Now, what is guardrails? Guardrails means some rules and restrictions or the boundaries that has been set. So whenever you build your agents, okay, whenever you build your agent force agents, it will be working under the guardrails that you are setting up. For example, let's suppose Karuna is there. Okay, Karuna is Salesforce admin. So based on her profile, the agent can go ahead and explore any data that agent wants, right? But let's take an example of Guddu. Guddu is a sales representative or he is an account executive. Now he is entitled to work only on opportunity, accounts, and contacts. That's it. He cannot go ahead and work on or cannot go ahead and see cases. He cannot go ahead and work on the leads that has been generated, or he cannot go ahead and send an email to those leads or XYZ any other task. He cannot perform, right? Now, if you are building an agent on behalf of Guddu, okay, it should follow those guardrails. It should follow those restrictions, rules that has been set. So for that, we have this guardrails or that agents will be trained on these guardrails. And the most important thing, if someone asks you, you know what, I have Claude, which will help me to build the agents. I have Cursor, which can work like an agent force vibe. Then why we need this agent force agent? The most important underlying statement is it is secured by Einstein trust level. If you build any particular agent, there is no Einstein trust level. Okay, what is Einstein trust layer and how it works? We will see that later. But that is what makes the agent force agents more secure, more reliable as compared to the other agents that are available in the market. Okay. Now, the most important question. We already, many people feel that these agents are, or agent force agents are very much similar to chatbots. Now, how many of you have built chatbots or how many of you have interacted with chatbots? Quick thumbs up if you have built or if you have interacted with chatbots. Okay, Gudu says gives a thumbs up. Others? Okay. None of you have built chatbot or none of you have interacted with chatbots? One, two. Okay. Kamran says he has interacted. Good. So whenever you interact with chatbot, what it does, it is very repetitive. Like if you ask anything out of what it has been not been trained on, thanks, Gayatri. So if you ask something which it has not been trained on, it will not give you a response, right? Like I remember I used to use a chatbot which was again part of Deepa. I don't know how many of you Dia, okay, which is again part of your um, Indian Railways. If you ask what is PNR status, it will show you. Okay, if you ask what is the train schedule, it will show you. But if you ask like, hey, can you help me predict what are the chances of getting my ticket confirmed, it will directly go ahead and create a case for you. Okay, or it will say this is not in my context. So that means those particular chatbots that you are seeing, can I say that they are repetitive in nature? Right? If you ask to do something different to it, it will not be able to do it. So it is repetitive in nature. Okay, it is scripted. If you write anything out of those script, if you ask anything out of the script, it will not be able to do it, and it provides very limited information. Right? Whereas when you go with this autonomous agents or agent force agent, it is dynamic in nature. Okay, if you ask something which is not there or which is not possible for it to do it, what it will go and do, it will go and try to read or understand the entire context. Let's suppose I'm talking about the confirmation chances of my ticket. So what it will do, it will go ahead and see the history of that particular train of confirmation chances, the speed or the demand of those particular tickets, and then it will try to give a approximate answer, but not the exact answer. Right? It is not repetitive, but it is proactive in nature. It is conversational. Like you know why people are more towards agent force agents. Okay, is because it is more conversational. It gives more personalized talk whenever you're talking to it. Okay. And the last one is information plus action label. So, for example, I have built an agent, or with this I have built it 1.5 year back. Like if any of things which you are asking, the agent is not able to answer. Okay, what it used to do is it used to understand all the entire context. It was trying to help with the best possible answer. But if it is not able to answer, it used to directly route the using omni-channel routing. It used to route that particular request to a human agent. And then those particular issues were taken care there itself, which was not possible inside the chatbots. Okay. That's how the evolution of AI came into business. Okay. Making sense, everyone? Any question, any doubt till here? Yes. Meow. That's part of it, Gudu. Thanks. Any other questions before I proceed ahead? I will continue for the next 5 minutes and then I'll open the floor for any doubts or any question that you have. No? All good? Can I get a thumbs up so that I understand, okay, the crowd is with me or the audience is with me? Okay, thank you. Now, we understood the usage of having this AI agents or autonomous agents, right? But the most important thing is the 5 attributes of an agent. Whenever you are building any agent force agent or any type of agent, whenever you are building it, you need to know what are those 5 attributes. First thing, the role of an agent. Okay. Now, for example, I told you I took an example for Tatkal ticket agent. Okay. What is the role of that agent? That particular agent will book only the train tickets for Indian Railways. It will not go ahead and book tickets for Pakistan Railways, right? It will not go ahead and book tickets for Russian Railways. It is destined that agent is role is to book tickets for train and that too for Indian Railways. That is the role of the agent, right? So in the same way, whenever you're building any agent force agent, you first need to tell, okay, we will see the practical example of this as well. Okay. The role of that particular agent, what that agent is destined to do. Okay. Now you will be like, Aman, if I want to build an agent who can book tickets, who can tell me what is the status of my tickets that I have booked, what will be the prices that, like, the flight prices that is going to increase in future. So all these things I want my agent to do. Okay. So what will be the role? So again, that will be your booking assistant agent. Okay. Now, since you have defined the role, you need to tell the data on which this particular agent is going to work on. Okay. For example, this particular agent is going to work on tickets. Okay. So it should get access only to the tickets data. It should get access only to the train data. Okay. That means which particular train is going to come. It should get access only to this particular data. It should not get access to account object, contact. Okay. Maybe contact should be there because you are going to book a ticket for a particular customer, but not related to an account or employee or any other XYZ data. So that you have to take care that your agent is being designed or being configured in such a way that it is accessing only the limited data that it has to use. Once you know the role, once you tell the data, the third thing is actions. Which actions it needs to perform? Whether it should send an email after the ticket has been confirmed, whether it should book the ticket, okay, whether it should show the pricing comparison based on the different websites that are available, all those things. Okay, so that is what the actions. Now, the next one is guardrails, which I already told you. What agent shouldn't do. Okay, that means do not book the tickets. Do not go ahead and make a advance payment. Do not cancel the ticket if I'm not traveling. So this kind of guardrails you have to set. This kind of restrictions you have to set or rules you have to set. That is guardrails. Okay. Next is channel. It's very important where your agents is going to sit. Whether it is going to be sitting on the website, okay, whether it is going to sit on the Slack channel, whether it is going to sit inside the Microsoft Teams, whether it is going to sit inside my Salesforce or this you need to decide. Okay. So whenever you build an agent, first and foremost thing is to identify the 5 attributes of an agent. Okay. Any questions? Any doubt till here? Quick thumbs up if it was easy to understand. Yes, no. Okay. I see one thumbs up. 2, 3. Okay, good. Now, since you understood the 5 attributes of an agent, we will see what's next. So the next is the building blocks. There should be 5 attributes and 3 building blocks. Building block number 1 is topic, which has been renamed as sub-agent. Why it has been renamed, that we will see later. So topic means the scenarios on which your particular agent is going to work on. Okay. So that is what your topic is or the sub-agent is. Like for example, order status, inquiry, password reset. These are the different topics. Based on this topic, what will happen is your agents will go ahead and work on the instructions. So yeah, Karuna, I'll come to your question. So how will you remember this? So you will remember this like this. So this is your umbrella. Okay. So this is your umbrella, which is nothing but your sub-agent. Sub-agent means topic. Within this topic, within this umbrella will be your instructions and actions. Okay. So this particular umbrella is topic. Within this topic, there will be certain instructions. What your agent will do, now you will be like, how my agent is going to work. So your agent will first see the topic. So your Atlas reasoning engine, whenever you are giving inputs, okay, which is called as prompt, your Atlas reasoning engine will go ahead and find out, okay, which particular topic I need to use. Once the topic is selected, then it will select, okay, I need to go ahead and follow all these instructions. It will read all the instructions. Once it reads all the instructions, the next thing that it will do is it will go ahead and execute that action. It will find out, okay, based on this instruction, which will be the best action, and then that action will be performed. Okay. So yes, you have a doubt, Karuna?
Yeah, you are talking about the agents, right? So, like how we will be, build these agents. Like other, if we talk about others' environment, not in a sales source, like we must have some prerequisite. Like we must know Python, we must know every other's languages. But how agents will work in the sales source? Is there any connectors only, or if other languages we will be covering in the sales, how we will be interact with the sales source, because in a sales source it is completely based on apex, right? So how they will be built, like it's a only configuration, or any technical expertise must need for building all the agents and all.
See, first of all, for building an agent inside the agent force, or let's say inside Salesforce, it's not it's not tough. Okay, it's all configuration.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay.
to use that configuration, you need to be good with your flows, Apex classes. Okay, these
Okay.
two things are important. Not to build the agent, but to use the actions. So there are already some standard actions, and then there will be some actions that you will be building. Okay, that to use that actions, you should be good with Apex and flows. Okay,
Okay.
there is
Okay.
something new which you will see at the last of this training, which is called Agent Force Script. Now, if you're someone who don't like to use configuration, you're someone who was like, hey man, I want my agent to be very deterministic. Okay, in that situation, you will use Agent Force Script. That all we will see. But yes, just an overview I'm telling you. These are the different ways how you can build agents.
Okay. So it's a mix of like some other ways, some configuration, and some other ways in a declarative form. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Fine. Thank you.
It has given you both the options. It's on you. You want to go ahead with which one. Okay. Any other questions?
It's a completely based on business logic, like what business required, right?
No, no, no. I'm telling you the different ways of building an agent. Salesforce has given you.
Okay.
You can
Okay.
do
Okay.
it using drag and drop. You do it using by writing scripts as well. Both the ways are available if you want to build agents.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions, anyone? Okay, I'll take it as no. So, what are the key components and how these agents work that we need to see? Now, I was telling you, right? This is very important step. First, the triggering point. So, the triggering point can be through a conversation or through the data that you are accessing. Okay, or through any automation that is going to work. So, these are the different triggering point for an agent to get started. Okay, that means let's take a very basic example that we have given some input, which is called as prompt. Now, that context will be sent to the LLMs. Now you'll be like, Aman, that means when you talk about LLMs, my data is going to go outside Salesforce? Yes. Salesforce says, yes, your data will be going outside Salesforce. Now you'll be like, that is a very big security breach. How my customers will be very much confident that their data is very much secure. So for that, your Einstein trust layer comes into picture, which we will see in the next session. Okay. But here I will show you. So your context is sent to the LLM. And if the LLM is not able to understand very much clear with what you have given, so it will ask you to clarify the intent. Again and again, it will ask you the questions. Once it understands everything, your Atlas reasoning engine, the brain will come into picture, which will go ahead and select the topic and instructions. Once the topic and instructions has been selected, the chaining of actions will get like all the actions will get executed. Now let's suppose there was an action to query records. That action got executed. Again, it will go ahead and pass this response. Okay, now it will understand. Okay, now I have got the records. Next thing I have to go ahead is I have to send an email to this records which I have received. But as per the instructions, am I allowed to do that? As per the instructions, this particular agent does have access to that amount. If it is there, then it will go ahead and execute that particular action. So chaining of actions and this selection of topic and instructions will keep happening in repetitive manner. After both of this has happened, then it will gather all that input and it will execute that action. Once that action has been performed, it will give a confirmation to the user. Now I know very well that this was very layman terms I've explained you, but you need to wait for tomorrow's session to see this particular things in action. Okay, right from the scratch. So with this, we will move to the last part. Okay. Here you have to create a free developer org. Okay. I know you already have a new org. If not, please create a new org with this particular link. Okay, I'm pasting this link. It's a very simple link like Salesforce developer.salesforce.com/sign up. I'm pasting this link in the chat. Okay. Please create a new developer org. Even if you have a developer org, I would request you to create all together a new org. Okay. And second thing is, please complete this trailhead so that tomorrow once you come, you understand with what I have explained you today. I'm again pasting this link also in the chat. So this two tasks I'm giving you for today, and I will leave you with this particular video. This is a very beautiful video that I want you to see before you go. So let me share my screen once again. Let me know once you're able to see my screen. So, are you able to see my screen?
Yes. Yes, yes.
Let me share it one more time. Hmm. And also the audio, if you're able to hear it, let me know, okay?
It took me years to learn.
Are you able to hear the audio?
Yes.
I'll go on mute and I will ask you to enjoy this audio video.
Years. It took me years to learn this, and now anyone can just type a sentence.
I'm sorry, Chloe. It's just more efficient this way. The robot makes a perfect cup every time. But
I love working here.
They don't need me anymore. AI can create stunning visuals now, cheaper too. It's over.
Well, he always remembers our anniversary, and he never complains about my cooking. After 3 human husbands, that's a refreshing change.
Now my camera just gathers dust. A single prompt and the AI creates what took me a lifetime to learn.
I used to design logos, websites, you know? Now some program does it in seconds. Funny how the future works, isn't it?
Years.
What is the... So what's your take on that video? Found it funny, interesting? Anyone? Did you all saw that video or see that video or no? Okay. Anyways, the next thing that I wanted to tell you is that video does look scary, but AI will not replace humans. But it will definitely outsmart people. So AI skilled humans will definitely outsmart others. With that said, thank you. So now I will open the floor for your any kind of questions that comes to your mind. There is a lot of thumbs up coming up. Thank you. Any questions, anything before we wind up for the day? All good? Okay, cool then. Thank you so much, everyone. Babysis, I think we are good to close then.
Thank you, Aman.
Yeah. Thank you, Aman. And to all, I will have the recording ready in few of minutes, and I'll share it to everyone. Okay.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah.
Have a
Thank you,
great
everyone.
day.